And I also have it running on YouTube in one of my mini windows across my two monitors so that I can watch the comments that might come in while we go.
Oh, God.
Cool.
Yeah. Alrighty, so for the official start for the podcast, joining us now is Jaclyn Glenn. You can find her online at youtube.com/Jaclyn Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
Jaclyn, welcome to Atheist Nomads.
Hi, how are you guys?
Love
Doing good.
Awesome, this is fun. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we've actually talked once before. Jaclyn's spot on the Secular FM Streamathon was while we were helping with the hosting of that.
Very cool.
And so, yeah, it's good to talk to you again.
Yay!
All right, so who are you?
I am God. No, I'm like some random person who posts videos on the internet sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I talk about atheism quite a bit, hence being on the Atheist Nomads. Yeah, I do religion, politics, social issues, current events, and I'm sarcastic and make jokes that are hilarious every time.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Yes, of course.
I watch your videos, and yes, they are funny.
Thanks.
At least for me.
You better say that. You better say that.
That is high praise coming from Dustin.
It took a few of them to start getting your humor, but because I don't have the best sense of humor.
Yeah.
So that was on me, not you.
Yeah, your humor is kind of lacking.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so
I was gonna say a lot of my friends are like that too. Like it took a while for people to get used to me, and they're like, "Oh, okay, she's actually not horrible. She's just being sarcastic." So.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with anything on the internet, it's especially bad with any kind of text communication. Sarcasm is really hard to get to come across well to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But even if it's audio or video, it can be really hard to get sarcasm to
Oh yeah.
well for everybody to get it because, well, fucking Poe's Law.
Over text, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in person or video, you can like hear, someone's the way that their vocal intonations and stuff. So it's not so like, you can tell facial expressions and stuff. But over text, it's like, okay, are they an asshole or I don't know.
So I've heard enough about your background to know that it's really quite fascinating. So what was it like? Tell us about your growing up.
I mean, my grandma is Italian, so born and raised in Rome. So she's very Catholic, and it's more of like a cultural tradition with my mom's side, being Catholic and stuff. And we didn't really live in the best neighborhood when I was a kid. So if I would have gone to public school, the local one to where we were would have been horrible, like just fights and horrible things happened at that place. So my mom put me in a Catholic school, and I want to like preface it with that just because, like she had good intentions, like she was trying to help me out, give me a good education, etc. So she's not a horrible person for putting me in Catholic school, and she actually spent a lot of money that she didn't have to do that, so appreciate it. But the school that I went to, in and of itself, I have issues with just because of different things that they had going on. Like I remember particularly one time on Easter, they had us, like it was like second grade or something, they had us color in little Jesuses.
Nice.
Which is fine, you're coloring in Jesus, that's one thing, that's, not so crazy. Then they cut him out and laminated him. Okay, a little weird, but not terrible. Then they had little wooden crosses that they brought to the school, and they gave us little tacks, and they had us, like, take a hammer and, like, tack this, like, Jesus onto the wooden cross. And, like, there were kids crying. They're like, I don't want to hurt him. Because, it's like, it's like, you're kids. You have dolls and stuff. Like, you personify these things, and then you feel bad, And then, like, some people, like, they had fake blood for us to add onto where we put the little tacks. Like, it was messed up. It was really weird, So, like, that happened. And then, like, there were other things. Like, we had religion class every single day. And then we had church also on top of that on Wednesdays. And then my family took me on top of that on Saturdays to church. So I had like all these things. I was always doing religious things, and that's fine. It just kind of seemed normal to me. But there were a lot of little weird things like I just mentioned along the way. And also I got in trouble in high school because even through high school I continued to go to Catholic school. So I went to Tampa Catholic. That was awesome.
Yay.
And yeah, I almost got kicked out a couple times. So I had this one religion class, and this lady, she was just horrible. She's like just one of those like stuck-up middle-aged women who was just like angry about life, and yeah, and she would always like be very matter-of-fact about everything. There was no room for interpretation at least any room for different interpretations, and she was just very negative. And I remember one time getting into a fight with her about purgatory. She was saying how like kids who die, if they're not baptized, if they're young enough and pure enough, they get to go to purgatory, and that's at least better than hell, so it's a privilege, right? So we had a little fight about that. I'm like, what if kids have parents who aren't religious, or they're of a different religion, and they get hit by a bus when they're like 7? I don't know what the age cutoff is. But she's like, what if they're 7? And then she's like, well, unfortunately, they're going to purgatory. I'm like, oh, and you know this. So yeah, I got into a lot of trouble there. But that's kind of a little bit of my upbringing. It was very religiously influenced. My mom didn't have bad intentions for putting me in that school, but I had some bad experiences while there. So
Lovely.
yeah.
I can definitely relate. I went to Adventist schools from 3rd grade all the way on through grad school.
Nice.
And yeah, when you get religious education, I might have not been nailing Jesus to the cross with thumbtacks, but in middle school, I was making a scale model of the sanctuary.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So, very interesting. Yeah.
So, all right. So we've got through to. Did you actually graduate from Catholic high school?
Yeah.
So you made it all the way through.
I made it all the way through, and then I went to, and I was
just-
actually religious. I mean, I questioned certain things like the purgatory bullshit, but I bought it. I ate the cracker.
Catholic, and in the South too.
Yeah, I mean, Florida is South, but like, I mean, it's not like like really like twangy or anything. There are some people that are like that, but like some areas in Florida are very redneck. So
that's like weird old people South down in Tampa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
That's
strange.
like
At least
a
Tampa.
lot of
Yeah.
retirement community, isn't it?
Yeah. At least Tampa's a little bit more liberal, but the rest of Florida not so much. But yeah.
Did you ever get suspended?
Nope.
No.
No. I pushed a lot of buttons, but I never got suspended. So I was always paranoid about not getting into college, so I didn't ever push it too far. Yeah.
All right, and so then college, did you go to a secular school, or did you continue with Catholic education?
No, I just went to USF. This is public school. So
Okay.
yeah.
Where did the doubts start coming in? Or was this much later down the road?
Yeah. It was a little bit of both. Like whenever I was in college, I guess I would say I started doubting aspects of Christianity, but not Christianity itself. It was weird for me because I'd been pretty sheltered my whole life. And then I go to public university, and my best friend happens to be Muslim. And a good friend from middle school that I had known for years, turned out he ended up, coming out gay. And, here I have my 2 best friends. One is gay and one is of a different religion. My parents were not happy with me. My family was not happy with me about that. And, it just made me think a lot because, I'd talk to her and I'd have, like, religious conversations with her. And although I didn't agree with her point of view, like, I didn't agree with the sentiment that she would be going to hell just because she was raised to believe in the wrong God, and that part of it bothered me a lot. So I kind of started doubting certain things, and in my mind, for some reason, I was like, oh, it's just because I'm Catholic. It's not because I'm Christian, it's because I'm Catholic. Oh, that makes sense, explains everything. So I went through this phase where I was like Protestant, and the guy I was seeing at the time's parents were very, very religious, like evangelical, like they were crazy. They are crazy, and they kind of got in my head a little bit. Like they scared me with hell, pretty good. They really, really evangelical. Like only this stereotype of a person is getting into heaven, and like I kind of bought it. So for a little while there, I was a Bible thumper. But then again, having these friends in college that were different than me kind of made me think differently a little bit and started pushing me away so that I was like, okay, I'm just going to be Protestant. I'm not going to just be evangelical or I'm not going to be Catholic. I'm just going to be Protestant because that's going to fix everything. And it obviously didn't. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you hadn't just done that on your own, I can guarantee you, once you finally left Christianity, somebody would have been like, "Oh, you're just the wrong type of Christian. You should
Yeah.
try X, Y, or Z."
Yeah, I've heard that, and I'm just like, you know what? I've been through quite a few different sects of Christianity, and they all suck. So I
That's right. Christian sex does suck.
don't know. SEC.
Oh.
Yes,
my
yes.
bad.
Yeah.
All right, so you got into Protestantism, and then what happened from there?
YouTube, the internet. Like, I mean, like I went through this very animal rights activist aware phase kind of thing, and I started making videos on YouTube. My very first ones I ever made were about being a vegetarian and, like, you know, why we shouldn't do certain things with animals, and I was really all about that for a long time. But I started watching other people. I started watching TJ. I started, you know, getting into debates and stuff. And, like, I was a big advocate for, like, LGBT rights. So I would make videos supporting them. And if you go back and you look at some of my first videos, I'll start off by saying, well, as a Christian, I don't understand why other Christians are homophobic, you know, and, like, I'd make a video about that and, like, trying to give equal rights and blah, blah, blah. And so a lot of my videos were prefaced with, as a Christian, I think this secular thought. You know, and then eventually people were commenting and they're like, dude, you were indoctrinated, so I had to look up that word, and, you know, like, I had no idea, and this was like 3 years ago, that I started, like, really questioning things, and then I started watching other atheists on YouTube, and then I started reading Richard Dawkins and all this. It just pretty much over time ended up like this. Like, there wasn't a moment where I had, like, oh yeah, light bulb went off, or, you know, I didn't wake up one morning and was like, you know what, now I'm an atheist. Like, it was just like a really slow, painful process. So
you've really kind of embodied the entire, I guess, religious evolution of society. Started out Catholic, then moved through the Reformation, and then got to liberal Protestantism, and then just kind of wishy-washy Christian and then atheist.
Yeah, that's me. That was exactly how I did it. So.
Nice. So, at what point did you finally, I guess, accept that you're an atheist, or publicly come out as atheist?
Well, the first video I made like that was when I was talking about how I'm agnostic now. So that was quite a while ago, but that was kind of the first step. And I said agnostic for maybe only a few months. It didn't last very long that I went through the agnostic phase. But then after that, I was just like, okay, I'm an atheist. I didn't, like, ever make a video saying, hey, I'm an atheist, but, like, my videos just kind of, like, slowly went in that direction. So.
Did you get any kickback from your viewers at that point?
No.
How large was your viewership at that time, though?
No.
Oh.
Yep, that's what I thought.
We lost her for a second. Jaclyn, are you there?
15, maybe like around 50. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we lost you for a little bit.
Is it good? No?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Check
Yes,
1,
we
2.
can hear you now.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
I was saying, yeah, I was around like 15. I was around 15,000 subscribers, I think.
Damn. Okay.
That's not a small amount.
No, that's been a while
Well,
too.
it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a big change. But I mean, no, I didn't get any kickback because the things that I was talking about pretty much are things that people now would still agree with, even though I said I was a Christian. I was still pretty much giving the same thoughts that I would give now on, like, homosexual rights and stuff. Like, I wouldn't change that. It was just before I said as a Christian, yada yada yada. And now I'm just like, as an atheist, blah, blah, you know. So people.
And
didn't
so
really
realistically, any Christians that would have cared wouldn't have been watching in the first place.
probably not. No. So.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what is it really like being a YouTuber?
It's weird. Like, I mean, I didn't start off like, I mean, I guess like anybody's technically a YouTuber who posts videos, like, but whenever you do it full time, it was weird whenever I officially was like, okay, this is what I'm doing always. I don't know. So it's different. Like, it's kind of like you make it what you want it to be. You know, if you want to be more successful, then you have to work your ass off and post a lot of videos and put a lot of work into your videos and share it via the right social media and like label it right and stuff. So, I mean, it takes a lot of time and it's a lot of hard work, but once you figure out how to kind of work the algorithms and stuff on YouTube, it's not difficult to have a video do pretty well, but you have to post a lot of videos to keep people entertained, because if you don't, like if I go a couple weeks without posting a video, it's kind of amazing how the viewership drops. So you have to kind of stay on it. Yeah.
Man, they're that finicky, huh?
I mean, it's you have to stay relevant. People forget about you. Yeah.
People that can't figure out how to subscribe.
Or they unsubscribe, or I don't know, or they subscribe and they forget that you post videos, or they lose interest. So when they see the video pop up on their feed, they don't click it. You know, you have to post a lot, or you have to post the right kind, the right title to get people's attention. So it's kind of tricky sometimes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're not that good at marketing ourselves. I'll be honest.
It takes time. It takes a long time to get there.
Shit, what are we, like 54 episodes in? This is 54, and
53.
We have, like, 53? Fuck. And, like, well over 200 hours recorded, broadcast.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Anyways, yeah. We still
So,
suck at it.
one of the big things you always hear about with YouTube, and I've noticed this with some of when we have done the live shows and left it publicly available on YouTube, is the comments. It's really one of the cesspools of the internet. What's that like?
Just getting hate comments and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. I used to. I mean, like, it's funny. Like, honestly, I get kind of excited when I get a good one, because I'll screenshot it, and I've been saving them for, like, a hate mail video, because those are always fun. But, I mean, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I've just been doing it for so long, and I've seen so many that it's pretty funny to me at this point.
Wow.
I mean, like, I get hate comments on videos, I get emails that are hateful, and most of them, like, are misspelled or have terrible grammar, or just, you know, it's a comedy. I mean, I have a recent email that I just pulled up. If you want me to read it, I can. But, like,
Go for it.
If it's fun, yeah.
it's so funny. I posted it on my Facebook page, but the title is ha 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 ha. And they start off by saying, "Dear you, okay, I have no idea what's your problem in life, and I am guessing by the words you speak in your worthless and pointless videos that you are a retarded person. And just say, ... let me guess, 16-year-old teen who had a bad childhood. If you don't believe in God, why do you even give a fuck and making insult videos? About other people, religions, do you like it when people say shit about your belief in religion? Even if you had any. I mean, please finish school, learn something about history, and then take 120 years studying properly Islam, and then give your sad opinion to the internet, because I assume you have no friends. It's funny how it's bothering you so bad, ha 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 ha, you don't have any proof to believe to anyone. So it's what you believe? And thanks for showing me that your kind are people who have nothing to do, just insulting others, cold-hearted and horrible to other. So uneducated, and sadly, you have to get a life." I mean, like, and I don't even know what this last part means. And I found out about you in this. I found out about you in the top stupid / slots section. Congrats for being the biggest pointless YouTuber in the world. Thank you. So that's.
I'm guessing he hasn't studied the Quran for 120 years himself.
I mean, 120 years is a lot to ask for. I kind of thought, but you know, maybe not. So I mean, like, that's the kind of shit I get. I mean, like, it's so common. I mean, whenever I made, especially when I made videos about Islam, like, the comments I got from people were so hateful and horrible. Like, they threatened to kill me and my family. They said that I should be stoned, that I should be raped, that I should be set on fire. Like, I got so many. I mean, like, I'm saving them for a video. I really should have done that a long time ago, but I've been procrastinating, so. Obviously I don't care.
Fucking
Holy crap.
But I mean, honestly, don't get the wrong impression. Like, most of the comments I get are nice and supportive. So, you know, there's just those few people who are, they think that they're going to influence you, I guess. They think that, like, saying you're stupid is going to be like, oh shit, they think I'm stupid, I'm never going to post another video ever. So, yeah, it's all good.
Man,
Nice.
Yeah.
has anybody ever crossed that boundary between internet and real life? Like weirdos?
One time I kind of had somebody like that. They sent me a picture of my house, the outside of my house, but I didn't live there anymore. So it was, although it was creepy, I didn't live there anymore. So I was like, okay, well, I've since moved to California, so you got the wrong place. But still, what the fuck are you doing looking at my house? So that part was a bit weird and kind of freaky. And I've had a few people. Do you guys know Venom Fang X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I had a thing with him, and he actually contacted someone I knew, and the someone is an ex-friend of mine, and she has some issues with me and decided to give him a bunch of my personal information. She knows my address, my current address, so I'm not sure if she gave that to him. I'm hoping that she wasn't that stupid, but yeah, he's psycho. Like, he, you know, you never know. Like, if there were somebody to lose it and do something stupid, it would be him, in my opinion. So for her to say that and give him information and stuff is pretty creepy. And he mentioned in one of his videos, he's like, I know things about you that your subscribers don't know. And I'm like, well, great. Like, my address? Hope not. So I don't know. There's that. That's a thing. So yeah, those are the only two crossovers I can think of, at least.
Wow, Venom Fang X. I didn't know he was still a thing. I thought he got DMCA'd himself and taken
He's
down.
back. Yeah, he's been posting for a while, but like nobody really, you know. I mean, he made a video about me, and I was like, oh, well, look at this, you know, funny video. Like, I think that it's funny when people make hate videos about me. So a lot of times I will post the link on my Facebook page so people can see it. And I'm like, haha, look at this person. And I did that, and like most of the times people are just like, haha, idiot. But this time they were like, oh, I know this guy. He's got like this extensive history on YouTube, and he had this thing with Thunderfoot, and like all this stuff I didn't know, because I feel like in the scheme of things I'm kind of new to the whole atheist community, and I didn't know of him. I didn't know that he had a thing, and then I looked into it, and I was like, oh, this is actually someone that people know about, and it's more than just funny. It's, you know, pretty entertaining, in my opinion. So I'll make a video response to him, which I normally don't do to my trolls and hate videos, but I was like, well, so many people know who he is, and he's offended everyone else. I mean, Lacey Green made a video about him, TJ's made videos about him, like almost every atheist, you know, Peach made it, so like everyone has responded to this guy. So I was like, oh, it's my turn, you know, I'll just do it. I didn't think it was a big deal, but then he ended up going kind of crazy and contacting people that I know, so that's a bit weird.
Yeah, that kid has issues. He's probably one of the biggest Christian trolls on YouTube that I know about.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. Like, I mean, I think he actually believes the things that he's saying. I don't think that he's trying to be hateful. I think that he actually has a screw loose and is legitimately very religious and thinks that he's in the right. So for that, you know, I feel a little bit bad for him, and I don't think that he's like a bad person, but I certainly don't want to interact with him anymore after that. So.
Yeah, don't blame you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's it, yeah. For my crossovers, at least. Have you guys ever had anything like that?
No, I
Crazy?
wish. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
When I was
had a couple of crappy emails. That's about it.
when I was more active blogging, I got one message that was a little disturbing with somebody. It was sounding kind of like he might try to track me down personally, or had. And was even more concerning was he lived in the country that the company I was working for at the time was actually based out of. And looked like he was in the same city, so there was some weird stuff with that one.
Nice. Yeah, people are creepy.
Yeah, and we've got the traditional Muslim emails.
Oh, those are always fun.
You must read the Quran.
For 120 years.
I had fun responding. I have read the Quran. And it's not that good.
Okay, but did you study Islam for
crappy.
120 years?
No, I have.
Okay,
I cannot
so
say
then
I've done that.
You can't even talk about Islam then. Don't even try.
Yeah. You have to study Islam for far longer than the average lifespan.
Okay.
I mean, some people in the Bible lived 900-something years, so why can't you? Explain that.
You still got the wandering Jew. Jesus hasn't come back. I mean, we're waiting.
Yeah,
Still
going on 2,000 years. He may just still be pissed that people nailed him to the cross.
That would take some time to get over.
I think he was offended at my second grade class nailing lots of paper versions of him to the cross. That's why.
Well, he was inconvenienced for our sins.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget all the passion plays that go on, where people are actually reenacting it.
I think I saw part of one of those, and was it like Religulous?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Have you seen like the people over in the Philippines that actually nail themselves to crosses? They make their own spikes and they're nailed.
Oh, geez, no. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Great.
For Easter, yeah.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, they leave them up there for something like 12 or 13 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you have the Y face, and I don't know.
I've been in a passion play in my past. I was one of the thieves on the cross, and even with the seat they had for us to be on, the place to stand on, and the things to put your hands in, they weren't nailed through you. It still was really uncomfortable. I couldn't imagine being actually nailed to one for hours. It would have been torture enough just to be on those stupid crosses for a couple hours.
Yeah, and Jesus did all that for you, and you still don't believe in him. How does that make you feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I can drink beer now.
This was water.
So what are you drinking anyways?
It's just red wine. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But. So what's good?
All right, so you've started hitting up the conferences.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How are those going?
It was really fun. I went to the American Atheist one. That was my first ever, so that was interesting. But I was really busy while I was there. I was like going around interviewing people, so that was fun but kind of stressful because I like wanted to make sure I got a lot of the important speakers and stuff. But it was really cool hanging out with people, and I made a lot of new friends, so that was awesome. And it was just kind of cool to be in that environment. There's actually a protester there for me. There was a guy. He like had like this giant cross that he painted and like wrote a bunch of Jesus things on, and he was like this, almost looked homeless, but he was like standing out there holding this big cross. And he had like this cowboy hat on, and he was like video recording it. So there's probably a video of this somewhere on YouTube. He probably has a channel, but he was like, apparently he was standing outside of the convention, and because I made a promo video for American Atheists, he was there saying like, I wish that I could see Jaclyn Glenn. She's the reason why I'm here, because I saw her video and I showed up because I live here because I want to protest for Jesus. And yeah, and someone was like, she's here. And then somebody called me, a friend of mine. She's like, there's a protester out here, wants to see you. I was like, really? So I was like out with friends, and then I walked back. We were actually already on our way back, and then I hung out with him, and he was like recording me, and it was really interesting. So that was my first conference experience. But
nice.
Yeah,
Did you
there's
get pictures with him?
Yes, I did. A friend of mine was filming it, so I need to post that somewhere. But yeah, that was interesting. And I'm going to TAM next month, so that should be cool. I'm not going there in any official capacity, though. I'm just kind of going there to hang out, so I don't have any stress. I'll be able to like party. So.
Awesome.
Are you guys going?
Fuck no.
No.
Why you say it like that? It's like a bad thing to go or something?
No, it's because we're broke.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not far. I'm in LA, so it's Vegas. I'll just drive.
Yeah. Seattle-ish. Yeah,
I'm in Boise. If I'd had the time off work and money, I would have gone to American Atheist Convention. Salt Lake wasn't very far away.
Well, I'm not buying a ticket to TAM. Like, the tickets are, what are they? They're like $400, $500, $600. Like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I tried to contact people who were in charge of that and be like, you want me to make a promo video? Give me a ticket, but no one ever wrote back, so I'm just going there to chill. Honestly, like, when I went to American Atheist Conference, like, they gave me tickets and they totally gave me everything that I needed to get access to. I didn't really have time to go to anything. Like, I was hanging out with people, and, like, I was outside, like, in the hotel lobby, like, socializing. I really didn't even get to see many of the speakers, which kind of sucked. But, I mean, it's going to be the same situation, so I spend a bunch of money on a ticket if I'm probably not even going to listen to anybody anyways. I don't know. I'm not upset about it. I'm just going to have a good time. There's like a bacon and donut party or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big deal. Donuts sound good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Hell
Bacon
yeah.
for me.
Well, yeah, the bacon and donuts is like completely well known. Oh god, that would be awesome.
As long as I don't have bacon donuts, because that sounds kind of gross.
Wait, no, maple bacon donuts is amazing.
Uh-huh.
Just trust.
That's gross.
You are a veggie, aren't you, though?
Yeah, yeah. But still, even if I ate meat, like that sounds not a good combination to me. So,
Really? Okay.
Bacon, everything is a good combination.
bacon ice cream.
I'd try it. I'd try it at least once.
I would draw the line at bacon vodka. Wouldn't do it.
In a Bloody Mary, that'd be good.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, I've seen people put bacon in Bloody Mary, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, got a craving now. There's an awesome Bloody Mary bar like 4 blocks away.
Nice.
Okay. So, anyways.
So there's one part of your background that we missed. You were in medical school, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, for 2 years.
Have you found many opportunities to use the stuff you learned in med school on YouTube?
No, not really. I mean, my bachelor's is in biomedical sciences, and that's kind of cool because I learned a lot about biology and like evolution and genetics, and that's all useful whenever you're talking about origin of species and evolution and stuff. But as far as like medical stuff, like knowing pathology of disease doesn't really come in handy when you're talking about like philosophy and theology and stuff. So, not really.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Unless you
it's
did an anti-vaxxer video.
That's true. I guess I could go there. And I've always been kind of very critical of homeopathy, so I could use some of. I mean, not like you need any medical training to know that it's silly, but I could go there. So yeah, no, not really. Doesn't come in handy. Waste of time, waste of money.
Okay.
That could totally open up a whole new range of conferences you could go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Get on the skeptical ones. Tam is borderline skeptic, atheist, all in.
I heard Tam was more of a skeptic thing.
Yeah, but there's like Nexus up in the Northeast. The novellas and stuff. Could be fun.
Yeah, it's just hard for me. It's hard for me because people, I feel like they would be very critical of a lot of different ideas, which I would agree with, but then they'd be religious, so I'd be confused. Like, what's wrong? Can't you see how everything should be criticized? But not my religion, so I don't know. I probably would be a little weirded out by that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you're so skeptical. People take pride in that, but then they're gonna say a prayer at the end of the day, and it's like, okay, well, I don't know. I mean, like, good for you, but I just don't know how well I'd relate on that front.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, they'd be talking and you'd probably agree with them, but in the back of your mind, it's like, it would just bug me.
If that even came up.
Probably not. Yeah. I don't know.
So speaking about your Logic T-shirt, how did you meet? How did you get to know Dusty?
Well, I had this idea about 6 months ago. It's hard to do well on YouTube by yourself, in my opinion. Like, it's hard to be successful in any area if you try to do it all yourself. And sometimes it's important, just like if you're in class and you have a question, it's important to ask. So it's important to ask for help sometimes. And I feel like community strategies are really valuable. So about 6 months ago, I reached out to Mr. Epsion, I reached out to Amazing Atheist, and I reached out to Dusty. And I was like, also Dark Matter, but I didn't get a response from him.
Oh.
And I was like, so I really like all of your channels. I feel like we could really benefit from, knowing each other, interacting with each other, collaborating with each other. And Repsion, Amazing Atheist, and Dusty all jumped in right away. And I made a group on Facebook where all 4 of us were joined, and that's just like private for the 4 of us. And what we would do is we would post a video every week or every 2 weeks, and like we would agree to like comment on the other person's video and like the other person's video and share it, so that we could kind of cross promote audiences and stuff. And that worked out really well. And that's kind of how I got to know Dusty, because I was just like, hey, I have this business plan, kind of, are you interested? And then we got to know each other, and then he came up with this other business plan of all working together to sell the same t-shirt. So that's why the same people that I just mentioned are selling the same t-shirt, because it's kind of a collaborative effort. So That's
Yeah.
kind of how that happened. Yeah.
Badass. So yeah, you pretty much have your own line of clothes now.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's really cool because I mean I had just started promoting these shirts, and whenever I went to the American Atheist Conference, I saw a couple people wearing them, and they came up to me and they're like, "Hey, you got my shirt on!" So that was like really exciting. So it's pretty cool how many people are actually going for it,
Sweet.
That is awesome.
and it's great because like it's again it's like a community thing. So when people buy shirts, like it supports because like we all have our own URL. So like if you get a shirt from me. Like I'll get more commission, or if you get a shirt from TJ, vice versa, you know. But still, there's a percentage from all of us that goes into the same like pot kind of thing to help like promote, make more videos, kind of thing. So it's like every time somebody buys a shirt, it helps all of us make more videos, kind of
Sweet.
thing. So it's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and probably helps augment the YouTube advertisement revenue.
What do you mean?
Or do you get the YouTube advertisement revenue?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but it's pretty low. I mean,
Yeah.
ads on unless you get sponsored, you know. Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of
ad
people
revenue
have, and
can be really weak.
and a lot of people have ad block, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I mean, people, I don't know, you know, they don't realize that how much it hurts, like people who are making videos. But people have ad block, and since that happened, like in the last year, even though I've gotten more people following me in the last year, the amount I've made hasn't changed just because ad block's popularity keeps going up, and it's like ruining things for people. So then you know, you have Patreon accounts, and you have merchandise, and you have other things to try to take the place of what you would normally be getting, but sometimes it doesn't even out exactly.
So yeah, a good reminder to turn off your ad blocker
Yeah, people, come
if it's
on.
something you care about at least.
I mean, it's like a 10-second, sometimes even 5. You can click to skip it. So, yeah.
So that's pretty much all they have to do is, watch that little intro video, the little
Yeah.
commercial.
I mean, what? It like makes a penny or whatever, but it adds up.
Yeah, yeah, fucking hell.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
100,000 views, 100,000 pennies isn't bad.
Not bad.
Hmm. So, what kind of tips would you give to a girl that's coming out that might have been kind of in your situation, or raised up in a religious family? Can you
You mean like becoming like coming
to
out as
to
an
co-
atheist?
to come out to even yeah to even come out as a non and not even an atheist, but just to like have gradual steps? Is there anything that
Well, I mean, like, are you talking about somebody in particular?
no, just if there's anybody listening to us, I mean
Okay.
we
Well, I mean, that's hard because like it depends on your situation. I feel like a lot of younger people ask me that question,
yeah
and it's hard to give like because obviously like the knee-jerk answer would be who you are. Don't hide who you are for anyone. You know, that's you know you should be able to do that in an ideal world. But if you're dependent on your parents, or if they're helping you with college, or if you're living under their roof, or whatever the situation may be, it might not be the best idea to do that because I've heard of people who did that and then their parents kicked them out, or they took away their college fund, or refused to contribute to their college fund, or you know they just had it just sucks to have that happen. So I would wait until you're like financially independent on your own and not waiting for something from your parents or you know living with them or something because that would be really difficult and kind of pointless. But I mean, if you're on your own, you're financially independent, there's no reason to hide you know who you are to make somebody else happy because if they don't appreciate you for who you are then it's not a real connection or a real relationship anyways in my mind. So I mean it's hard, but if you're like if it's like a really religious family like I did it the wrong way. I didn't tell anyone and I just made YouTube videos and that was kind of my outlet because I didn't want to talk to anyone. So I made these videos and eventually they found them and that's how the whole thing happened for me, which was
nice
probably not ideal. But yeah, I would probably just bring it up lightly and like start off by saying agnostic or maybe non-religious or it just depends on your relationship with your parents. Sometimes people have written me and they're like, you know, I was really scared and I came out to my parents and they're like, cool, you know, like they didn't care. But some people are like, I came out to my parents and now they don't want to even talk to me. So it just kind of depends. Like you have to kind of gauge it for yourself and be careful with how you word it, I guess.
Damn. So you actually outed yourself? Somebody like gave your parents the, your channel and they
I
found you?
think, yeah, yeah.
Or
So
they were just Googling your name.
something, yeah. I don't know exactly.
At all.
I don't know exactly how it happened, but it did. So I went like a year and a half without anybody finding me. So
Hmm.
I don't know.
How are your parents about it now?
It's something that we just don't discuss.
Ah,
I mean, if it is discussed, it will probably lead to an argument or something uncomfortable. So it's just kind of off the table, which sucks. But they know my position, I know their position, so we just kind of have to avoid the topic because there's no convincing them. And as many times as they say that I'm going through a phase and one day I will be back to my religious self again, it doesn't matter. They still think that that's going to happen, and they know that right now there's no convincing you, but they have hope for the future.
right.
So I don't know.
Man.
Wow.
Uh, but I'm sure they're not too happy about you leaving medical school. But
No, but that's
how do they feel about you making your own way and earning your living? Like, are they
well,
at least happy that you're like self-sufficient and
yeah. Yeah, that obviously that's cool that I'm able to support myself. But there were a lot of other things going on for me at the time when I left med school and like moved to California. There were other problems I was having, and this was kind of like a spur of the moment thing that I did that I kind of had to do. And like they knew I was like not doing okay and stuff, and that their mentality was kind of like do what you need to do. They didn't like it, but I think they understand to a degree. So
okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
That actually doesn't sound too bad then.
Yeah.
Awkward families are awkward anyways, but
Hmm.
Everyone's family is awkward. You know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anybody who's like my family's perfect. We have no issues and everything is like never weird. So
I believe that's the Mormons. All of their families.
dum 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 dum.
I guarantee you that's not true.
They're just oddly happy that
They just
Mormons.
turn it off.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
the
You
Book of
can
Mormon?
you can
Turn it
you
off.
can pretend everything's
Like
okay.
a light switch, just go click. It's a sweet little Mormon. Yeah, anyways. Book of Mormon. They just turn it off, all the bad shit. And everything is perfect all the time.
Oh God,
Uh,
my boss is a Mormon bishop. Oh, it's awesome.
I heard bitch at first, and I was like, well, that's interesting. My boss is a Mormon bitch. Yep.
This is an adult podcast. You can swear all you fucking want. It's all good.
Hey, don't fucking swear.
Yeah, there you go. That's the spirit. Shit, it's about time for a beer.
I already finished mine.
So yeah, 10 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
Who needs a beer when you can drink wine?
Yeah, wine's not bad. I just have the tendency to drink way too much of it.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
Yeah, it goes down too smooth and
That's what she said. Sorry. My mind's always in the gutter, so I'm just kind of mad about that.
All right, so you've got a fan that I'm sure everybody's jealous of.
Oh,
Richard Dawkins.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's one of my fans, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But it's, like, cool. Like, it's still, like, I still get, like, excited every time I ever see him tweet about me. I'm like, holy shit! Like, what is that? But it's pretty interesting. I got to interview him. There's an interview of me and him on my channel. I actually recently filmed him in Vegas, and I'm working on editing that. It should be up soon. But yeah, I got to hang out with him. I actually got to hang out with Lawrence Krauss too for a little while at a party, and that was fun. Like, totally chill, laid back guy. It's fun. Really short, but I feel bad because I'm like so tall. I'm like 5'9.5", and like he's like down. I'm like, hello, Lawrence. But that happened. It's like I got to meet a lot of cool people. I like saw Bill Nye for like 2 seconds. That was cool. Kitty.
Yeah, that's Wally.
Hi, Wally.
Yeah, I got to hang out with Bill Nye a few months ago at the CFI Tacoma. That was awesome. Helped interview him too.
Awesome.
Oh, just amazing. That definitely a childhood dream come true.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Right? From Seattle.
Oh yeah, so he couldn't have missed that one.
No.
Mhm.
He just had to drive down the road a little ways.
No, he's a LA guy too.
Oh, he is now?
So is Tim Minchin. He just moved here. I got
What?
to meet him. Yeah, I met him a
Wow.
couple weeks ago, or like a month ago. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Wow.
He
Now
lives
I
here
can
now.
be jealous.
Fuck the motherfucker. Fuck the motherfucking Pope.
Yeah. Oh fuck. You need to
Man,
hook us up.
Mention was awesome at the Reason Rally. There was one spot where there was some hiccups because, well, it was raining, and they hadn't really
yeah.
built the stage to be able to handle the rain all that well. So he'd go back up and do another song or two just to pass the time, and he was barefoot, kicking around puddles of water, and a little bit worried that he might get electrocuted, but going strong.
You know, I mean, electrocution, not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Nah,
Hey, he also got
well,
got
got shocked all the time.
20,000 people to shout "I love boobs."
Hey,
That was pretty awesome.
I'm offended.
as well.
Kidding.
Oh boy.
That's misogynistic.
Orange shandy. And that's no, what that is tasty.
Oh.
Oh. My goodness.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Hi, Tippy. This is Tippy. Say hello.
Tippy?
Hi, Tiffy.
Yeah.
Man, if you guys keep that up, I might have to bring in my dog.
You should.
All
So
right.
cute. Her eyes are so green.
They are. It's kind
I
of
must
weird.
steal them.
Yours are like black as coal, like black as your soul.
Yeah, my little black atheist heart. It's all good though.
But
Yeah, everybody thinks I dye my hair black or whatever. It's like, nope, my eyes are as dark as my hair. It's just how I am. So.
I could see. No, you got closer. I could see brown a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's there, glinting.
Because I have a light right here.
Uh,
In the sun or in the light, but like far away, it looks black.
yeah, it kind of does.
I should get colored contacts. That'd be cool.
You're totally goth.
I am not.
Psh.
I am not, kitty. Okay, she's gonna go. But everybody says that. It's like, but I mean, I'm not. But like, I do gravitate towards darker clothes. Like whenever I go out and shop, like I have to make a conscious effort. Like, I was out with a couple of friends the other day, and like I was looking at a shirt. I was like, should I get the black one or the white one or the turquoise one? And they were like, not black. I was like, okay, sorry.
This is
Puppy!
Rocco.
Oh, how cute.
He's 5 years old.
Hi, puppy.
He's not, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was a fucking puppy.
Nope.
I mean, I knew he was
Yeah.
tiny, but I thought he was a puppy.
The Humane Society estimated him at 5 years old.
Really
No shit.
cute.
Yeah.
Wally's my boy. We go on rides together. I like bring a little can of food and a little bowl for him, and I'll get some Taco Bell or something. We'll just go cruising.
I love Taco Bell. It's like the only fast food place I can go and like order whatever I want because they substitute beef for beans.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Yeah.
their beef isn't real anyways. Doesn't matter.
That's true. Ew.
It's at most, what, 20% beef, I think?
Yeah, that's not even real. That's not even enough count. You could do that.
Mm-mm.
Gross.
Yeah, I love Taco Bell, too.
When did you become a veggie, anyways?
Like 4 years ago?
Mm.
Yeah. It's all good. I don't miss it. I really never ate that much meat to begin with anyway, so it wasn't like hard for me.
Yeah.
So.
And what was the reasoning for it?
I watched this documentary, Earthlings, and it was like all about the shit that animals go through. And I have family in Iowa that have a farm that's a cattle farm, and I've seen some things that they do that always kind of freak me out a little bit. And I couldn't personally go out and shoot a cow, so I don't feel like I should, you know. So I don't know. I guess it's not for health reasons because I'm honestly not the most healthy person. I eat a bunch of candy and stuff, but I just don't. I just feel bad.
So ethical reasons, though.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
I have
I
nothing. I
respect
have
that.
nothing. I have nothing against people who do eat meat. I'm not like fanatical about it. I just personally don't. So
So you're not that veggie that's at a party like, I can't eat this, and oh, don't have stuff touching or anything like that.
I really don't care about stuff touching, but like I won't eat something that has meat in it at a party. But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be like, why are you eating that? You know, it's just I
Yeah.
won't. So
Right.
yeah, and it's like not that bad for me because now that I live in LA, like so many people here are vegetarian. Like everywhere you go, they have vegetarian options. So it's not like difficult at all.
Weird. I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, I kind of like you. I have family in Wyoming that have, a big cattle farm and raise a bunch of stuff. And yeah, I just grew up like we'd go out and say, okay, that one. And, a week later it'd be ready.
Yeah. See, like I'm like weird with animals. Like I get attached. I mean, when I would go out on the farm and stuff, like I'd end up petting some of them. You know, like they come up and they like rub their head on me and I'd scratch them and like I felt like I was petting like a horse or something. You know, like that's how they acted towards me.
Yeah.
So I felt like I'd name them and stuff. Like I just didn't, I got too attached and like it was weird for me.
I think that might have something to do with my dad. When I was a little baby kid, like 4 or 5 years old, I had a couple French lops that we took care of, and they were mine to take care of and all that, and they were really cute and really pretty and cuddly, and then they were Sunday dinner.
Yeah. See, I'm like just like that would creep me out. I'd be sad.
Yeah, that kind of broke me of that, I think.
Yeah. Just depends.
yeah, I lived on a farm until I was 8, and there was one calf I really liked, but never got too terribly attached. And when he headed off to the slaughterhouse, or at least the auction yard, it was just part of life.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just like really sensitive about things. Like one time I stepped on a lizard and killed it, and I actually cried. So that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, my atheist lack of morals. I hate everything and don't care, but I'll cry over a lizard. So. So.
You'll slaughter a million Muslims, but not bat an eye, but not bat an eye, but yeah, cry over a lizard.
Slaughter them with what words?
And slaughter them. Yes.
Intellectual slaughterness.
I really hope you don't get more hate mail over. Actually, that would be kind of funny if you got more hate mail over that one. Over something I said.
Oh, that's probably not. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I get hate mail for everything, so
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me.
Well, bottoms up then. Fucking A. Glad I brought two.
Yeah, all right.
This is really tasty.
Jaclyn, do you have any stuff you want to plug?
Well, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jaclyn, and that's about it. I mean, I have a website. I sell these T-shirts, jaclynglenn.com. My hair always covers it. You know, people give me shit about it. They're like, when you make videos, your hair covers your shirt, so it looks like it just says G.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make sure you guys go out and check out my G shirts. But yeah, no, that's jaclynglenn.com. Follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page. Yeah, that's about it.
You're all right.
Awesome. All right. Well, unless either of you have anything.
All right. Favorite movies?
Oh crap. Anchorman.
Oh God.
And you know what? I recently watched Zoolander for the first time and thought it was hilarious. Like my sense of humor is pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Anchorman, pretty funny.
Okay.
I love Lamp. I do.
I
I
love
love him.
Scotch.
I have Lamp right there, and I love Lamp.
Awesome.
What the fuck is that green thing?
Oh, I've got like a rose thingy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I watched
Looks
The
like an
Bachelor.
apple and a snake up there.
That's like my guilty pleasure. I watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
Mm.
So yeah, hey, I'm still a girl.
Mhm.
My guilty
Stereotyping.
pleasure. My guilty pleasure. Princess Bride.
Yep.
Because
I like how you're both like, yeah.
Yeah. Greatest movie ever.
Is it like a musical?
No.
No.
You need to see
No.
that then.
Is it Princess Bride the one where they like sing the Tight Tights song?
No.
No.
Andre
No.
the Giant. There's
No.
a whole. It's an amazing.
Yeah, no, haven't seen it.
Oh, holy
It's
shit!
got adventure. It's got revenge, romance,
Princesses.
princesses. It's got everything.
It's got princesses. It's got everything.
It does.
Well, I'll have to check out that movie
Seriously.
later tonight.
Yeah, fucking figured.
Yeah.
God damn it. I bet you haven't even watched Amelie.
Mm-mm. I don't even know what that is.
Amelie?
French movie. Audrey Tautou.
Well, am I French?
Yeah. No.
Je m'appelle Jaclyn.
I don't care how bad I feel or how good I feel. After I watch that movie, I always feel better.
Okay,
This is an amazing film.
I will check that out.
All right. Fine. Don't you do... get down! Thank you.
Don't tell me what to do.
What the fuck? Little bastards. Little bastards. All right, they're always good for entertainment.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, ma'am. It's been a pleasure
Yeah.
talking with you.
Yeah, it was so
thank
much
you very
fun.
much for joining us.
Yeah, I'm glad you're able to stay awake.
Me?
We didn't bore
Oh.
your ass to death. Yeah.
I mean, it's only 6:13 here, so I should be awake right now.
Ditto, but just us putting you to sleep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, almost, but it didn't happen, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Well. All right.
Yeah, we could have just blamed that on the wine anyway.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, my whole one glass of wine.
Uh-huh.
Drunk
Yeah.
now.
Hey, atheists are known alcoholics. We can handle our liquor.
You know, this is true. When I was at the American Atheist Conference, there's a lot of drinking going on.
Yeah. That's how we show gratitude to all of our compatriots.
We got drunk, and there was a piano on the second floor, and we all went up there, and we were singing the Tim Minchin Pope song really loud at like 2 a.m., and the hotel guy had to come up to us and be like, you guys are being loud and obnoxious. But I mean, think about it. Like, there's like this group of people, and we're all standing on a piano going, fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucking Pope.
Yeah.
You know, like so many, fuck the motherfucker and fuck you motherfucker. And they're like, you guys have to leave. So, yes, there is a lot of drunkenness that goes on. But it was fun. I was one of those obnoxious, loud, screaming drunk people, so it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. The American Atheist Convention I went to is the one right after the Reason Rally, and the horrible thing was the hotel bar did not have sufficient staffing or motivation to actually get us our fucking drinks.
What the fuck?
It was so hard to get drunk there.
Don't.
You'd be sober. You'd sober up while you're waiting for your next order. It's terrible.
How long did it take?
Good 30, 40 minutes sometimes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Horrible.
absolutely unacceptable. It was like they didn't want to make money off of a bunch of atheists with a drinking problem.
Their loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I should bring a bunch of alcohol next time I go. Well, it was hard because this one was in Utah, so it's like you couldn't even have there was like very limited alcohol. So.
Yeah, yeah. That's why there you especially have to bring your own.
So it's kind of like LGBT people and cakes and atheists and alcohol. They just don't want to give them to us.
Mm.
What the fuck? What the fuck? And I like cake. Damn it. My inner and almost outer fat boy loves fucking cake.
Hey, I like cake.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much.
You are welcome. Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun. You guys are awesome.
And you need to hook us up with some of your friends too.
Sometimes,
so.
We'll see. Who do you want to talk to? Dusty? I could probably get Dusty.
Dusty be cool.
Dusty be cool.
Yeah.
Dawkins, Kraus.
Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
I've met Dawkins a couple times. We're not like Biffles.
Come on.
I mean, yeah, but you know.
His website now links to you.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
what the
pretty cool.
fuck?
As of Friday, they have a new website, and I'm up there, like right by Sam Harris too. And I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Pretty freaking cool.
What? Shit.
What?
Yeah.
Girls got skills. Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dusty. Shit. Yeah, send him a message.
All right.
I have yet to find a place that I can have an email address to send him a thing. So
I don't know if I have his email address. I'm just friends with him on Facebook, and that's how we kind of communicate. But
he has. Yeah. Fuck. He has too many friends. I can't friend him.
yeah,
Bastard.
bastard.
It's a conspiracy. All right. But yeah, that'd be awesome. So
Okay.
thank you.
Mhm.
Let's keep that going and help the promotion thing.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
So,
already.
yeah, toss us some links and links to your store even, all that shit, and we'll be happy to post that up in the show notes and
Awesome.
good stuff.
I will do that.
Yeah, and they'll all be available Thursday at atheistnomads.com/53.
Sounds good. All right.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks.
alrighty.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right.
Bye, boy.
Bye.